Morning, everybody. Straydog Billy here doing song number 849 in 849 days in a row. We started doing one song every day on August 7th of 2020. And here we are 849 days later doing another one. We're going to keep on doing one song every day until homeless dogs and cats in shelters are no longer euthanized. When the shelters fill up, they start euthanizing the poor animals who have been there the longest. Terrible tragedy that this is been going on for decades and decades and decades and decades and decades. It's got to stop. Conception control, stop conception, spay and neuter, and that problem will end. Straydog, that's where I got my nickname, Straydog Billy, after co-founding that no-kill dog shelter at straydog.org. And we'll talk more about Straydog in a couple minutes after today's song. This is another original. Number 12 in our originals set is called Looking. And here we go. 2, 3, 4. But I've been looking for a long, long time now. And I'm not sure just what for. I spent a lot of time with a lot of different friends, yeah. I'm not saying it's not been good, because it has. But always seems to get too old too soon, yeah. Never ever been the way they say it should, yeah. I'm so tired of being lonely. I guess I need someone to love. How will I know she's here? Guitar, you play it. Looking, original tune. Straydog, no-kill dog shelter. My first wife, the late Pat Arnold, who was really the founder of the shelter. She and I had started that. She passed away, unfortunately. In 2003, she suffered a brain aneurysm while she was out taking care of the dogs one day at the shelter at Straydog. She passed on the next day. Terrible, terrible tragedy for all of us. She and I had started that shelter 9 years earlier. Back in 1994, we became a Texas nonprofit corporation with the official name Straydog Incorporated in 1997, and that led to applying for and receiving from the IRS in 1998 501c3 tax exempt status, the most important step we ever took. That makes all donations, all contributions to the shelter tax deductible to the fullest extent of the law. We're still going strong today, still rescuing, rehabilitating, and adopting out formerly stray and other formerly homeless dogs, and once in a while cats, and we're going to keep on doing this till there is no more overpopulation problem in the dog and cat world. We're now being led by my second wife, Juana Vasquez-Arnold, who had worked for Pat in the earlier years. She had to leave on some family business in 2001, and after Pat passed on, we got a hold of Juana, called her up, and asked her if she could come back. Pat had always said she was the best employee she ever had. She knew how to dole out the medicines, the pills every day, and we had 160 dogs then, and which is still about the population of Straydog. And Juana was the first person who learned how to dole out the meds every day, the pills that the different dogs are prescribed by the veterinarians. Now, as I say, we're still going strong today, still rescuing, rehabilitating, and adopting out formerly stray dogs. Juana is still became the shelter director back in 2003, and she's still the shelter director today in 2022. We're still going strong at Straydog. Now, all 3,500 animal shelters across this country are adopting out a tremendous number of dogs and cats. This year, it's 3,200,000 dogs and cats have been adopted out or are being adopted out this year. That's the average now, and you take that, divide that by 365, you get 8,800 dogs and cats are being adopted out every single day of the year on the average. Tremendous accomplishment. All shelters, including Straydog, deserve our financial support. You can go online at straydog.org and make a donation, or any shelter. Help these precious animals, please. Now, there's a very dark side, a very sad side, a very tragic side to the overpopulation problem in the dog and cat world, and that is that we as a society allow the use of euthanasia to get rid of the extras. When the shelters fill up, they have no more room. They start euthanizing the ones who have been there the longest. Terrible, terrible tragedy. How can we stop it? In addition to more and more adoptions, which everybody's trying as hard as we can to do. We've got to get control of conception and stop conception so they are not born and they are not ultimately having to be killed, a whole bunch of them. Still 972 per day is the average right now. Almost 1,000 per day are being euthanized in the shelters across this country every single day. 1,000 a day. It was a lot worse 11 years ago. It was 7,000 per day. And in 1970, it was 41,000 per day were being euthanized in the shelters. Terrible tragedy. It's got to stop. How can you stop it? Conception control, spay and neuter. Stop conception. And anybody who doesn't want to castrate their male dog for whatever reason, get him a vasectomy. He will not produce any more offspring after that. We'll be back again tomorrow with another song from the Straydog Billy One Man Band.